Hey guys, so this is gonna be a little different of a video. As you can see, I'm not really dressed. My hair is done, but not like finished yet. But I wanted to make this video, I was thinking about making this video, I should say, about like depression and anxiety and how it kind of affects you. And it's kind of ironic because I wanted to make the video on a day that I was happy, that things were getting done, my makeup was on, my hair was done, I had like good setup, all of that stuff. And interesting enough, today's actually a harder day for me and my struggles. And I was like, today should be the day I do it because it's real life. It's really an emotion, and what you see is what you get with it. And it's more relatable than if I put on a pretty face and then record a video for you. So with that, let's get into it. So for me, a lot of my depression stems from losing our son and the trial that is, especially since we were trying so hard for another one. And with that, like, that makes me sad, but then so that kind of like will start my depression. But with that, it's hard. There are a lot of days when right after we lost Brett, I was very into self-care. I was very into getting myself dressed, doing my makeup. Every day, that was the first thing I did because it made me feel good and it made me feel happy. And so this past week, I want to before I go out because I don't want to look crazy going out, but I care to get dressed, but not necessarily do my makeup. Okay, so I changed locations where I was sitting. My kids are watching a show, so I don't want to have that audio be in the background. But I didn't want to just come on here and be like, depression sucks. I have depression. Because depression does suck, and I do have depression. But I wanted to talk about ways that I can cope with it, even on a day that's hard, because today is hard. Yesterday was one of the worst days I've ever had. And today I woke up and, I kept telling myself, I'll wake up and I'll feel better tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. And tomorrow was never a better day. Like, even last night, I went to bed thinking, actually, I don't think tomorrow I'm going to feel better tomorrow. Terrible, I know. You should be self-motivating. But yesterday was such a hard day that I just was like, I don't know when or if I'll get better. And today I woke up, and just from the second I opened my eyes, I was just like, I don't even want to be awake. I don't feel better. I feel worse. Anyways, so let's talk about things you can do to help you on days that are very hard. My biggest one is have someone you can trust that you can go to and just talk to. Because being able to talk about it is helpful. To vocally say it and to come to terms with how you're feeling. Whether that's anxiety or depression, because sometimes with anxieties, you may have this anxiety, but it's not a fear that would necessarily come true. And so sometimes that's nice to talk about it, and you realize, oh, okay, I can see I don't really need to be sad about this. But it helps with depression as well, just being able to talk about it and just have someone listen. And yeah, they're not going to be able to solve the issues or the problem, but having someone to talk to is very helpful. So whether that's a friend, a parent, a colleague, anyone, that really helps. Getting up, getting dressed, brush your teeth, those things help. Showering, that will really help you feel good. Something else that I've noticed that helps me is eating healthy. Now, I am on like a super strict diet because I have other health issues going on. So I do eat pretty healthy all the time. because that's literally all I can eat is healthy food. But eating those healthy foods does help. Like, if you go to like chips and candy and soda, those foods don't naturally make your body feel good because they're not naturally beneficial to your body. Most of them are actually not good or healthy for your body. But if you go to like fruits and vegetables, even grains, because I eat rice and stuff like that, and oats, those sort of things are good for you. And your body likes them, unless you're allergic, of course. But and your body likes them. So they don't leave you feeling groggy or gross after. Because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I have noticed that if I were to eat like a bag of chips, I just felt gross afterward. Like my body didn't feel like, oh, that was amazing. Maybe amazing like taste, but not necessarily amazing like, oh, my body feels great. So eat healthy, because eating healthy does help. The next one is exercise. Now, I don't mean like hardcore exercise, because I don't even do that, but I started doing a walk every day. And it's a short walk, and it helps me. It helps my kids, because we don't go outside very much, especially now that it's cold, but it helps us. And it's helpful to me. Now, if it's even colder where you're at, or there's snow and you're like, heck no, I'm not going outside and that, I get it. Do something at home. Jumping jacks, walk around the house a bunch. If you have stairs, go up and down the stairs. Do something to where you're physically active. Go to the store and just walk around. I had mentioned that I do have anxiety, and so, a question is, well, how do you do that with anxiety? And one, I trust where we live. It's a good place. I know that there are good people around, and I'm very aware of my surroundings. And I make sure to acknowledge people that are around me, and I make sure I'm aware, that my children are aware, and that they stay close to me, and that they listen to me. I take the precautions and make sure I know where my phone's at in case there is a sketchy situation that arises. But it's a lot of self-talk. Oh, it's going to be okay. There's nothing bad's going to happen. And I kind of convince myself of that, because if I go into the doom and gloom, of course I'm not going to be able to go. I wanted to add in getting off social media. It's very easy to scroll and just keep looking or clicking whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't even know. There's other things. Those are the ones that I use mostly. But getting off of them, because all you're going to do is compare yourself to someone else. Two, you're going to see how happy of a life they have. And you're going to say, I wish my life was that happy. Well, and the last thing for me, which is God, really, I just pray a lot. And I mean a lot. And I read my scriptures. And I listen to the prophet, and I listen to words of encouragement from other church leaders, and I try to focus on those things, because when you invite good in, good will come. When you invite darkness in, darkness is going to come. Hey guys, so I put down the camera and I didn't get a chance to pick it back up because kids are crazy and it was a hard day already. But I've been thinking a lot today about how the holidays are coming up, and they say statistically this is when depression kind of rises in a lot of people, and there are a lot of triggers. And there's lots of reasons, obviously, for that. I'm not going to go into all those reasons. And people don't always reach out in the ways that we expect, especially those struggling with depression and anxiety. So I wanted to hop on here and say that it's really great to say that you will be there for someone if they need you, and just kind of leave it at that. Okay, I feel like I'm repeating myself. Oh. I just wanted to say that as the holidays approach and as they're happening, you may start to get, you may start to be reached out to, and not necessarily ways you think, and you might not even know that the person's struggling with depression. It may just be a text. It may be a, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, do you want to go do this with me? Hey, can I talk to you? Is that person reaching out to you? It's subtle. But anyways, I just want to say it's not always going to be the way you think, and people are reaching out, but they're not going to say, hey, I'm super depressed today. Can I please talk to you? No one does that. And especially if you have depression and anxiety, you never reach out to someone like that. You just say, hey, and you start texting them. And a lot of times, especially nowadays, that's how people do it because they don't want to impose. So they'll start texting you and they just want to carry on a conversation. So just be aware of that. Be extra nice and extra kind to family and friends. Even if you don't think they're struggling with depression or you have no idea, just be nice because you don't know, and that person really could be, and you could really help their day to be a lot better, their week, their month. I also wanted to say that if you do know someone that's like lost a loved one or has been really struggling with depression, but to just reach out and love them this season. Maybe you don't have to ask, but just stop by, drop off a treat or something, or write them a note, mail them a note, send them a text, do whatever you can for yourself. So I just want to say, just reach out and do something sweet and kind, because that also will help brighten their day and help to make this season. Yep, we'll do that in just a second, okay? To make this season a little bit easier and a little bit brighter for them. There's also this meme, I guess, going around, I don't know what to call it, that says that it's like what you know about someone's story and then the whole story. So it's just like you don't ever know the whole picture for people. So be kind, be patient, try to be understanding, and know that your friends with depression and anxiety are struggling, and it is hard, especially if they have to be away from family, especially if they've lost family, especially everything. This time of year is just stressful and crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching. I know this video is kind of scattered and my thoughts maybe don't make a ton of sense, but just know I am trying to share a little bit more. I feel like not only will it help me, but it'll help others. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit subscribe. We don't have a regular posting schedule just yet. We're trying to get into the groove of everything, but I think we're hoping to at least do once a week. So hit that subscribe notification, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you are notified when we upload videos. Bye guys.